Welcome to Sensei's Reality. We have a video provided to you today. A young woman was simply just walking on the side of the road, minding her business, and she gets face attacked by some powder. And I don't really know clearly what powder this is, but this is just a caution that you have to take when it comes down to, the life, the world that we live in today, because you can never be too safe. So obviously it looks like as if from the video we're seeing that the powder blinded the woman. And then the suspect, whatever, got away, after he got through robbing her and taking her for things from what she got. They took off on a moped. So obviously these two dudes was broke, ain't got no money, because he right on the back of another dude. Hey, yo, for real. But I say this to say, this looks like as if this is somewhere out of the country. This looks like it's one of those countries where money isn't really the type of, like, it doesn't really seem like it's a country that, has as much money as we can say in the United States, of course. Because this is like one of the countries that are very, like, poor. So if anyone know or familiar with this situation, with this scenery that's behind me, you can drop it off in the comments. But I just want to simply just say that we live in some crazy times, man. You always got to be, on alert. You want to be always on point and always be 10 steps ahead of whether it's competition, 10 steps ahead of enemy, whatever it may be. A situation like this I don't like. I don't like when stuff like this happens to people that seem like they really can't fend for themselves. Because this woman seems as if she couldn't defend herself, but she didn't have time to at that, because it came from when she was they came from behind while she was walking, and it wasn't nothing really no, it wasn't no sort of type of drug or anything within whatever that was within the powder that was that was put off into her face. Because if it was, she would have been out for a couple of minutes. But as you watch the video, it's as if they were trailing her as she was walking. This isn't like any necessary, okay, we're going to just throw some powder in her face and just take what she got. It seems as if this was a plot, like they've been watching her for at least a good 10 minutes. Just to see if she was by herself, who she was with. It looked like it could be an easy, take, because number one, when dumb people, dumb men, dumb boys, think that because if it's a woman, they could be able to have, get the up and up because it's a woman, which they're wrong. Because women can kick ass and not just more, or may have something on them, just like any other man would have something on them. It is luckily, in this situation, even if she did have something on her, she didn't have time to really pull it out. But they scoped the scene. They scoped the scene because they made sure before they did this that the coast was nobody off in the cut, watching her, because sometimes people could be watching you as in protection, that that's watching over you that's protection, other than God. Meaning you can have somebody watching over you that you don't know that's watching you. That could be protecting you. You don't even know it. And something happen, next thing you know, they pop out of nowhere. So these guys made sure that wasn't the situation when they came from behind this young woman that was walking on the sidewalk, to be able to rob her and take her, for what she had. So, man, we in 2026, and I wanted to bring a video to attention because, just like as if Fox would bring videos, America's Most Wanted or things of that sort, things that's going on in the world, it needs to be brought, notoriety, attention, to people to let them know, like, to always, stay on point and, stay dangerous. And moments like this is something that should be exposed, because it's just because things have been quiet and not as much noise don't mean that things are not still happening. But for these two guys' sake, this woman didn't have anything on her that could have harmed them, because she could have just pulled out real quick, blasted both of them. And not saying they wouldn't deserve it, because if you're trying to rob them, they definitely deserve whatever they come to them, if she did do that. Because situations like this, you have no right to try to do something like this, and and then at that, they probably only got like what, $40 maybe. It ain't look as if this woman had that much money to her name to be walking in the in a place like this on the sidewalk. You can't really say that she had as much, probably no more than $50 to her name. So this right here is something that I wanted to put, make a video on, just to, really keep people like eyes and ears open. Because, as I just said, you can never be too safe. You can never be too safe at any given time, any given moment. Always important to stay military minded. Tupac Shakur once always said that. Military minded with a chess mentality. Because dumb people always seem to always think they can try to outthink somebody when they don't have nothing to really think with. They just going just based off of just taking risks. There's no thought. Wasn't really no thought behind this. It's a risk. Desperation. Whom they think they can do certain things to and get away with stuff like this. I don't really know if it even make the news. That's why we bring this sense as reality. This is an entertainment news channel. And I hope that whoever this girl is, this young woman is, that she gets the help that she need from this situation. And hopefully, they find whoever that did that to her. Because certain things just ain't right. But if you're going to play both sides, let's play both sides of the situation. And I'm going to get on her case. All right, we're going to put the clues and pinpoint them all together. Okay, it's nighttime. Okay. From what I'm scoping in this video, it doesn't seem like this is a, safe neighborhood to walk along the streets on the sidewalk, right? So common sense prevails. If you think and you ask yourself by looking at this video, what the hell was this woman doing walking along the sidewalks in the streets of neighborhood that look like this, and think that nothing was going to happen? Some could say she probably stay over there. Okay, let's just say if she did. All right, boom, she stays in that neighborhood, right? Why would you be out in this time without having anything on you? You just naked. No knife, no gun. You just free roaming. Now, I don't want to be the one to say that this moment right here is a teachable moment for her, and this probably was supposed to happen just to teach her a valuable lesson, because she wasn't using her brain. She wasn't using her common sense, if she had any. if she had any. To think that it was cool to be walking this time of night in a neighborhood that looked like this and thinking nothing wasn't going to happen. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, y'all. Because this is just the straight facts. I'm not finna sugarcoat this because I'm not finna make it seem like what she was doing was okay either. So she really don't have anyone to blame but herself. But at the same time, I hope that she finds some sort of type of peace or justice or anything dealing with this. But at the same time, I hope this was a teachable moment for her. Sensei's Reality. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Your boy's out. If I have more videos to come after this, that's something similar, I'll post it and we'll continue from there. But until then, till the next video, one love, peace.